Yo, I got scanned, like a body scan. So from last year's show to now, I'm up 10 pounds, and I'm still at 8% body fat. From when I was at my show, 8%, and now at like 8%. And I'm not even like doing anything to be like stage ready. You know what I mean? You can see it. It's like I was way smaller before.
So what's the difference like you feel now from when you first did it?
It's easier, mentally easier. This is like the 4th time. But now that I'm running too, like the cardio now, it's even more intense.
Yeah, I'll break my knees if I run.
No, dude, you gotta start running. I thought the same thing. My knees were injured because of soccer.
I'll swim.
No way.
Start your own gym at this point. I'm telling you. Start your own
That
gym.
is the goal, is to have my own gym.
I know, that's cool.
To have machines that are worth having too. Like, I don't like every machine at certain gyms. Like, the extension machine, my God, like, can't get it good. Like, you can make it work. I'm not gonna be a bitch and say you can't make it work. But it's a pain in the ass to make it work when you're used to another piece of equipment that works the way you want it to work.
I know.
You know what I mean? So
it's like when you go all these private gyms and you look at the machines and then you go back to the commercial gym. It's like,
it's like a toy compared to like the high end shit.
I know.
And you can just tell just the color and stuff, like everything.
But you also have to think about it like the business owner part. How much does that fucking cost you? Because remember, we were like looking at it, and then the cable machine itself is like...
It was like 6...
No, like close to like 10, 12.
Was it?
Because his is like painted, branded.
Right.
Like 10 to 15.
That's different, because he's just
But his is like a color. Like, if you want to, obviously, if it's a private
gym,
you're going to get it nice.
His is customized to his brand, his name, everything. Yeah. That's customized shit.
Yeah, but you're going to get it nice. You're not just going to have like the one that they already have at a commercial gym.
No,
if you're going to a private gym.
But you can get...
It just doesn't make sense.
You can get a good one that's not customizable. Or that's not customized, you know what I mean?
Maybe like...
For like
still close
8,
to 10.
But at least it's better than 10. I could take those 2 and do something else. You could buy a whole rack of dumbbells.
Really?
Yeah.
Ivanka?
So I've seen those for like anywhere between 2 to 4. But it depends how far up you want to go. The heavier you want to go, the more it's going to be, always. That's a goal right there. And to have every set of dumbbells, at least 2 pairs.
But that's just your upfront cost, and then you have the cost of like the building, the employees, the software.
Like the electricity, the AC, all that stuff. If you want to make it AC, or you don't want to have one of those like hot ass fan only type of gyms. You know, some people enjoy that.
Russ's gym has no AC. It's
just
fans.
Fans. Like, very like it's
old
gonna,
school.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so
rugged.
I guess
that's what Crunch used to be.
Really?
Yeah. Well, before they put in all the new equipment, like everything was metal. Iron plates.
When they were outside during the pandemic.
Yeah, like pre-Crunch, like a Powerhouse.
Right.
Were you there when it was Powerhouse?
No.
Well, when it was Powerhouse, it was like all iron. Everything was kind of old school bodybuilding.
Bro, when that
was fire.
When Crunch was outside, that was the first time where I took the gym seriously. When I was younger, I signed up for like Planet Fitness. I went twice, and then I never went.
When the gym was outside, I went maybe one time, like early in the morning, like 5 a.m. when I used to go. And then I was like, no, fuck that. And then I just took jiu-jitsu seriously for like a year to 2 years. And I was like, I'll just do this. And then I was like, I got kind of tired. It was exhausting. You know, I was just tired, like every day. But I want to get back into it, actually.
I wouldn't mind doing that, but I also want
again.
I want to run, dude, now. Like I'm telling you.
I want to run.
I did 7 miles yesterday.
I'd much rather like do jiu-jitsu. Like it's way better.
I ran 7 miles yesterday.
Yeah, that's 7 more miles than I would have ran.
I would have never thought I would be running. Not now, not never. Like, you know what I mean? And now to just fucking just get out. It took me an hour. Like, I did a whole circle. Like, I went from my house
like
and I just went a whole circle.
Maybe close to like 10-minute mile.
No, it was
10 minute.
9. It was 9 and something. 9. Yeah. I just kept going. I had to pee so bad at one point. I did. There was like a catheter. Fuck out of here. I knew you were going to say.
You need a thing.
Hell no.
That's stop. So you don't gotta stop. What do you think they do in marathons?
They stop. They stop. Trust me, I checked it out. They stop. They have
to.
Yeah. They don't fucking. You think someone's going to put. You know what a catheter is, bro?
Yeah.
No, you don't, obviously.
Yeah,
that's horrible. That's you know what that is? It's a tube that goes in your hole.
Yeah.
That shouldn't happen to nobody, bro. I've seen that shit.
Hey man, anything for a dub.
Nah, I don't care.
Anything for a dub.
I'll pee. Give me 10, 15 seconds to pee, and I'll come in and catch you. Marathon's to complete it is like 4 hours.
That's a lot of running, dude. That's a lot.
Well, I did one already. Now I just got to work my way up to like 3 more hours. But I'm gonna take my time. I want to compete first. I want to get on stage, and I was actually talking to somebody about that, about actually getting on stage now, just because of the numbers I saw. But I had to reel it back in and remember that this isn't a game. This isn't like, I can't rush into it. Just because I have the itch to do it doesn't mean I should fucking do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Like I'll probably peel out and look really good on stage, but am I ready to beat everybody else on stage? Not just yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's parts of my body that can grow still and need work. Like my arms and my chest. I know that for a fact. Legs,
yeah, that's true.
they're gonna fucking grow. When the off season comes and I get to eat more, it's a wrap. Like, they're gonna fucking grow more. I'm just gonna keep training them, keep running. That I have no problem with. It's everything. It's like chest and arms.
I have an everything problem. That's okay. I'm focused on fitness too, but I'm like focused on a lot of other parts of my life, like besides fitness. Like fitness is just like a staple in my life, you know, like it's a part of just what I do every day.
Yeah.
Like it's like, of course I'll maybe take some days off, put some days on, mix in with some other things I like jiu-jitsu. Like if I'm gonna get back into that, like I can't be training and then doing jiu-jitsu like every day. That's just so much exhaustion on my body. I don't even think I'll be able to train the next morning. Like if I go tonight, like tomorrow you won't see me. I'll be dying. I'm like have no cardio, like I'm gassed. Like, I'm dead. Yeah, like I'm so tired. That's how like exhausting it is.
I bet.
It feels like I ran 7 miles, like that. Dude, like last time they saw me though, like honestly, like I was small. Like if they saw me now, like I've kind of gained a little weight.
Oh hell yeah!
Like
weight, size, all that.
Yeah, like probably everything.
If you would have seen a picture of you when we first started, like it was like way different.
Yeah, it was weird because I like when I look at myself now, it's like damn, I don't even think I grew.
You look at yourself so much, it's hard to even judge it sometimes.
I know.
You know
That's terrible. It's so fucked.
Yeah.
Like when I started lifting, I would still kind of go like maybe once or twice a week, just like to pop my head in, because I'd be paying for it, so like might as well go.
Yeah.
So I'd like pop my head in and be like, damn, dude, you're getting bigger, you know, whatever. Like okay, I was like kind of like whatever. Like,
and then you didn't take that word for it, right?
I didn't really take it that like serious. Now I stopped, and then like I come back, and it's like, damn, everyone's like, the fuck, you got huge, like, or like you got big, like.
Yeah.
You know, it's just.
Because you can tell when your frame is like small, and then when it's just like, maybe you might think it's still small, but it's actually like inflated, like you know what I mean. That's exactly what you did. You went here, and then it just went flat like that, like your whole upper just grew. Your chest, your delts, everything fucking grew.
Like it's like you puffed up, and it's kind of weird to kind of experience that. Like
it's weird to feel it if you don't feel it, like really feel like you feel it. Like sometimes it happens, and you don't even realize that, like, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. How is it still happening? And it's just like,
yeah,
it just happens. Like after a while, you get into your routine. Like for you just gotten into the routine of eating more. That's all it was. You had the energy for the gym and stuff like that. You just had to eat more.
That shit was hard. Eating for me was hard. For sure, for like ever.
Eating is not easy for anyone to do. Even people that are losing weight. Like I've given plans to people for them to lose weight, and they're like, "Oh, this is so much food." I'm like, "Trust me." And then when they're losing the weight, they're like, "How is it possible that I can lose weight with so much food?"
It's kind of like you're eating still the same, but you're losing weight.
Right. But it's because
it's like what
type
you're eating.
Of food.
Yeah, it's like what you're eating kind of affects like your metabolism.
We go have a meal anywhere right now. Guaranteed anywhere between 1,200 to maybe 2,000 calories.
Yeah.
Per person, right?
Yeah.
My first 4 meals are about the same thing. You know what I mean? So one meal is gonna substitute all of my shit. Like, you know what I mean? That's why it's like, if you have Burger King and like 2 more meals that are like that, you're gonna actually have 3 times the amount of calories that you should be having just on a maintenance level, just to stay the same weight. So you're always gonna surplus. You know, even if you go to the gym, and even if you do an hour of cardio, you're just maintaining that fat like that because you keep putting it too much in. So once you put the actual good food that breaks down the right way, then you see the difference.
And then it turns into like a rhythm in your head. Do you know what a circadian rhythm is?
Yeah.
In your head, like you have a little, like an alarm clock in your head. It's literally clockwork.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, 10 o'clock you're eating, or like 8 o'clock you're supposed to be eating.
Yeah, you get
like your body becomes
it gets its own schedule, its own cycle, and
Yeah.
you're like, yo, I'm hungry more, I'm hungry all the time more, especially because when you're doing something with expending all that energy, your body's gonna want to replace it eventually. Like, so it's just natural to be hungry throughout the day. And you have one full meal that's junk, you want to pass out, right? Because now your body is on overload trying to digest that.
Yeah.
Because it's too much at one time. You give it a small meal, you're probably good to go. You'd be like, man, I could probably eat another meal. Yeah, but you ate enough right there.
Like, don't you ever get tired even though you're eating good and you're drinking water?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's not as often.
For me, yes. Just because, like, during the day.
You don't sleep.
I don't sleep.
You don't sleep, like, you sleep what?
No. So
how many hours do you sleep?
I don't, maybe at night, 2 to 3. And then
Why?
maybe an hour or 2 nap in between. Like,
that's terrible.
It is terrible. Trust me. It's not ideal for nobody.
Then again, I can't say shit because I sleep like 4 hours.
You know, when it comes to this shit, everyone's different. Like, everyone can function different. You know how many times people have told me, oh, you're not going to gain any muscle the way you sleep and the way you train and training every day, that's not going to work. But if I can show you the fucking proof that I'm actually growing, I've been doing it, and naturally.
No, of course, but don't you also think, like, you could have grown more?
It's always in the back of my mind.
Of course,
that's always in the back of my mind
it's gonna be
that
like,
I could do more if I just
took
a rest day. You know what I'm saying?
Right? So, like, also if you, say, for example, you're preaching recovery, don't you think you have to teach recovery? Right?
Yeah.
So
that bites me in the ass all the
think
time.
about that too.
I'm just a stubborn ass.
Realistically, do you think you could have grown more if you rested
if I would have rested
and recovered properly? Do you think you would be bigger than you are now?
It's possible, yes. Because I'm expending more calories than, to keep up with.
Yeah.
But the way I train and the way I do things keeps it so I can keep eating more.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's
when
true.
I'm eating on a surplus, it's like 5,000 fucking calories. You think about it, it's hard to eat that. But for me, it's easier. I can have 3 meals of a pound of rice because it's nothing to me. Because I want to feel that full feeling. I was so used to being full of junk food and not feeling the same satisfaction that now that I can have
It's like you work out so much and you eat so much, so like then again it's like kind of the same if I were to just work out 1 time a day and then eat the meals that I'm eating for 1 time a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just makes sense. Like calories in and calories out.
I know we always talk about like work ethic. Do you think it like translated from like gym into other like stuff, like aspects of your life? Because I think it has for me for sure.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, like, I never understood the routine or kind of the discipline of going to the gym every day, where it's like I also incorporate that, say, in, like, business or, like, kind of just doing my day-to-day things where it's like, okay, I have to get this done. Or, like, I have to show up every day, put in work, because at the end of the day, we know that the results are going to come,
Yeah.
Because, like, I think of it like that, too. If I didn't go to the gym, I wouldn't know how to discipline myself, if that makes sense. Because I always was unorganized or like
it's like something
I was like
routine.
My schedule was so chaotic where I never did anything like more than a day or like more than a week. I would like say it and then I like fell off. So then I would move on to the new thing. Whereas gym, it's like it just became like every day, every week, every month. Now it's like I've been going every day. I've been going like consistently.
Okay.
Yeah. So like you want to incorporate that like in other aspects of your life to kind of like correlate.
It's like for everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like correlated.
Yeah, I feel so. I think everyone's different.
Yeah, well,
that's true because like I'm good at one thing and I'll put a lot into this because it's my passion. But there's other things that I'm actually still trying to use this same work ethic with all this other stuff.
Like what?
Like to be honest, parenting. I put so much time into training, into prep, into thinking future that I'll be honest, I don't do the same fully with parenting all the time because it's a learning process as well as I'm doing it. It doesn't come as natural as lifting.
There's things to learn from lifting or from other people. Yeah. You can learn parenting from other people, but they won't necessarily affect
you won't know
your
exactly.
kids.
Yeah. So it's like with that, it's like I'm trying to take this work ethic and put it here, and put it with my business and put it with everything else.
You can't spread yourself too thin.
And I think that's where I go wrong. Sometimes.
So maybe you have to take a step back from gym part. No, I'm so serious.
Hey, honestly, yes.
Like
I don't like to admit the reality, but yeah.
You can't spread yourself too thin.
No.
You have to step back maybe from the gym part.
Especially if you have other goals.
Yeah.
And I've tried to set other goals where it's going to be like that. Like, I'm going to have to restructure my ways of thinking, of training, of resting.
It's like sooner or later.
Yeah, and then put it to where it all fits in. You know what I mean? You can't just stay stuck in one thing.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to stay stuck in one thing. You enjoy something so much, it's like,
how can you stop?
Yeah, exactly.